Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a busy executive or a board member, you already know that artificial intelligence is moving at lightning speed. But, with that speed comes a ton of anxiety about risk, compliance, and control. So today, we're going to set the stage for a brisk boardroom-style briefing. We're going to talk about how you can transform AI governance from what usually feels like a legal roadblock into an absolute business enabler.
Because here is the honest truth about AI adoption right now. You don't need to be a lawyer to ask the 5 governance questions that actually matter for AI risk. As a leader in the C-suite, you really don't need a law degree or a background in computer science to protect your organization. You just need to know how to ask the right questions to the right people.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the AI governance myth, demystifying the complexity.
Which brings us to Section 2, 5 essential AI questions, the executive briefing. AI risk really isn't about getting lost in the technical weeds of neural networks or machine learning algorithms. It is entirely about fundamental accountability. We're going to put your initiatives through a sequential gauntlet. Every single AI initiative you have should have to run this gauntlet and pass with flying colors before it ever sees the light of day. So, question number 1, where does human review sit in this workflow? AI is an incredible tool, but it is not an autonomous employee. You need to know exactly when and where a real human being steps in to verify what the machine is doing.
You have to know specifically where those human checkpoints live. If an AI output is affecting a customer, there needs to be human oversight. If it's affecting an employee, say an AI is summarizing performance reviews and hallucinates a negative trait and no human catches it, you have a massive liability on your hands. And absolutely anything touching a legal decision requires human review. The rule of thumb here is super simple. Never, ever assume the model is always right. Blind trust is the enemy of good governance.
Okay, moving on to question 2. This one addresses the vital fuel of any AI system, the data. Ask yourself, what data went into this system and did we actually have the right to use it? Because honestly, it doesn't matter how incredible the output is if the input was acquired improperly.
This right-to-use check, it applies universally across your whole architecture. You've got to verify the rights for the baseline training data that built the model. You need rights for the specific customer data you're pulling in to create personalized experiences, and you absolutely must check the rights on any third-party content the system is drawing on. It's a comprehensive data audit, and you just cannot skip it.
So, that leads us right to question 3. Can we explain a decision if a regulator, customer, or employee challenges it? Listen, pushback is going to happen. Internal, external, it is inevitable. When it does, you have to be able to open up that black box and point exactly to the why.
There's actually this massive, maybe slightly humorous divide in companies between how engineers and lawyers view risk. Your engineering team might just brush off an unexplainable model as, just a technical detail. But in reality, if your system denies a loyal customer a loan, or automatically rejects a great resume, or flags a transaction and you literally cannot explain why, yeah, that's not an IT glitch. That is a massive governance gap.
Question 4 grounds this entire discussion in reality. What happens when the system is wrong? And notice I said when, not if. Every single AI system is going to make a mistake eventually. It's an absolute certainty. The governance question here is all about your response mechanism. Just contrast these two scenarios. In a poorly governed company, a mistake is made and boom, real, unmitigated harm damages your business or your customer. But with proper governance, you've already built a fast, clear path to catch and correct those mistakes immediately, stopping the bleeding before the harm spreads.
And finally, question 5. This is really where the rubber meets the road. Who owns this risk internally? To have true governance, there must be strict, undeniable internal accountability, period.
A lot of organizations have a fundamentally flawed instinct here. They think, well, AI is technology, so IT should own it, right? Actually, no. Defaulting to IT is a huge trap. AI risk needs to be owned by a named business leader, someone who completely understands both the operational upside of the tool and the compliance exposure it creates.
All right, Section 3. Why governance equals speed, shifting the mindset.
This brings us to a pretty counterintuitive business insight. Proper governance actually equals speed. Seriously, governing your AI properly will make your company move faster. When you have weak governance, it creates total internal paralysis. Nobody trusts a system they can't explain, so decisions just get bogged down. But companies with clear governance, they move like rocket ships.
They clear the path for rapid innovation because they've already pre-answered the exact questions that usually stall everything in legal review. Which brings us to Section 4, your immediate action plan, testing the gap.
So how do we actually put this into practice today? We've got a highly practical 3-step homework assignment to stress test your organization right now. Step 1, take your 3 most advanced AI initiatives that are in development or production. Step 2, ask those 5 core questions we just covered for every single one of them. And Step 3, document the answers in writing. Don't just chat about it in a meeting, get the answers on paper.
I want to leave you with a bit of a stark reality check here. If you cannot answer these 5 questions today, you have a real gap. And let me tell you, closing it right now is exponentially cheaper than trying to close it after a regulator comes knocking or a customer takes you to court. Do the work now. The financial imperative of immediate action just cannot be overstated.
So that covers our governance framework. Ask yourself, are your company's AI initiatives currently driving your business forward, or are they kind of a ticking compliance time bomb waiting to go off? Up next, in our next explainer, we'll be tackling the financial side, budgeting for AI, and breaking down CAPEX versus OPEX thinking for the C-suite. You definitely won't want to miss how these capital allocation decisions are shifting. See you then.